Hey guys, here in the West Village, it's absolutely beautiful, so cute outside. And I just finished a meditation class that I do every week in this area, and I got a couple cool things on the agenda today, skateboarding included. So I've been in touch with Uncle Funky's skate shop, which is right in this area. They've got some 187 Killer Pads Pro knee pads. If you've been keeping up with the skate content, you know I've been itching to get those so I can unlock that knee slide and continue to progress at my vert skateboarding. They don't open up for another hour, so I'm just gonna stop at a little diner, get some food, then we're gonna go pick up the knee pads, then fingers crossed that the Chelsea Skatepark is open. We're gonna get right into it, start practicing my knee slides and continuing to get comfortable in the bowl over at Chelsea Skatepark, so let's do it. Okay, change of plans. Realize I'm just not hungry yet. It's been happening to me a lot lately, kind of eating my first meal quite late in the day, like around 2 or 3 p.m. I don't know if that has something to do with the shift to eating vegetarian. It's been over 40 days of that now. But anyways, just gonna flow with my intuition and just sit by the water and enjoy while I wait for the shop to open. Got a nice spot by the water here, view of the New Jersey skyline over there. Gonna do a little bit of reading while I wait. This is interesting, guys. I was randomly feeling called to reread On the Road by Jack Kerouac. I really like Jack Kerouac books, but when I read On the Road in particular, I feel like I was a little bit too young to appreciate it. So I was feeling called to reread it. I ended up going to a bunch of used bookstores yesterday looking for it, and I couldn't find it, but I did find Baby Driver by Jan Kerouac, which is I think like an fiction autobiography-ish book by Jack Kerouac's daughter. So I didn't even know that Jack Kerouac had a daughter. I thought that was super interesting. Started flipping through it, seemed like it would be an interesting read. Seems like she had quite the hectic, adventurous life, including traveling, relationships, New York City. And it seems like she writes with almost like a Jack Kerouac-esque style, like uninhibited, just totally writing about what happened to her. So I thought this would be a fun one for me, and I'm looking forward to cracking in. Also, as I'm sitting here just doing a little bit of texting with my clients and community members from the creative freedom community, it's one of the most fulfilling parts of my life is just helping creators and entrepreneurs do their thing, succeed, express themselves, learn how to do sales, improve their business, scale their business, all in an aligned, ethical, beautiful way. And it's so cool that I could just be sitting in this grass patch waiting to film a skateboarding vlog after meditation class, serving clients and community members in a way that just lights up my heart because it's such meaningful work to me. It's almost too good to be true. I feel just incredibly blessed. And if you're interested in support and guidance on your creative and entrepreneurial journey, would love to have you in Creative Freedom. That link is below if you want to check it out. Had a lovely little coffee and breakfast at 11th Street Cafe, and we are around the corner from the skate shop, so let's go get these knee pads. All right, guys, here it is. Uncle Funky's. Love is love. Skate shop.
Good workout, right?
Yeah.
Then when you get on the other board, you stomp through the ground, right? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have this stuff, like basic stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is the stuff you need.
All right, we got the knee pads. Awesome experience going into the skate shop to get them. I know so many things are moving online and it's super convenient, but yeah, it was really nice to just go there, be able to hang out a bit, try them on, talk to somebody. We got this size large of the 187 Killer Pads Pro knee pads, specifically the Pro version. Large is what he had in the store. So I threw the shoes on. We're hopping on the West Side Highway bike lane. It's an incredibly beautiful bike lane. Such a pristine day in the city, by the way, guys. Friday afternoon, peaceful, people are getting off work. Starting to hit that point in August where the weather is just absolutely perfect. So it's really lovely to be out here. All right, guys, this is us, Chelsea Piers, Piers 62 Skate Park. And more specifically, guys, this is the bowl that we're here to skate. So like I was saying, guys, the reason that I went ahead and invested in the 187 Killer Pads Pro knee pad is because I'm feeling called into vert skating. Particularly, I want to go on a journey and get my bucket list trick of fat backside air on a vert ramp. Okay, and I know that to learn that, to get comfortable in vert, I need to have the option of knee sliding. Now, I actually used to have the 187 Killer Pads Pro knee, went through a period of my life, and they were absolutely fantastic. It's also just out of all the research I've done and the skaters I've talked to personally, it seems pretty clear that the 187 Killer Pads Pro knee, specifically the Pro version, is the gold standard of knee pad. It's this big, thick, beautiful pad. It has replaceable caps. It attaches with butterfly straps, which is really cool because that means that if you have pants on and shoes on, you can pop them on right here and put them on like this without taking your shoes off or something like that. The only thing that I was feeling not sure about with purchasing these was the size, but the larges are feeling pretty good for me. And I'm like a, I don't know, normal size dude with normal size legs, maybe even on the thinner side. I know that I would rather have something bigger than too tight. And yeah, so as I'm tightening these straps up, the large is actually feeling quite like the right size here. I'm feeling excited to get into this bowl. So yeah, it has the inner butterfly strap and then you have the outer strap as well. I do have a little bit of excess on the strap here, but I could even cut that off if I wanted to. That's okay. So again, here's that inner butterfly strap. Pops on the knee right here. Fix the butterfly strap on first. All right, and then we go ahead and secure the outer strap. So these are actually feeling really, really good for me. All right, only slightly annoyance for me is I have a little bit of excess strap here, but like really, really good. And look at that, they're already non-returnable. So guys, my goal here at Chelsea today is very, very simple. I really just want to get a feeling for the bowl again, and I want to get a feeling for knee slide. Knee slide is something that I have practiced, and I actually have practiced a little bit in vert and a little bit in this bowl, but I've never gotten insanely comfortable with it. So I really just want to plant some very simple seeds during this session of getting in the bowl, carving around, getting some speed in there, doing some knee slides, and just getting a feel for all of this again. I think really what I need to do as I go on this vert journey and eventually trying to learn the backside air, yeah, is really just getting very comfortable in that thing. And we got the knee pads, so that's taken care of, and we're just gonna hop in there and have some fun. So it's already feeling deeply satisfying to do this, to get used to the bowl and do knee slides. This is so dumb. I don't know if you guys caught this, but on the first time I went down to my knees, I also caught some of the hip due to my inexperience, just not thinking about that. It's so funny because I'm just so casually sliding down that thing, but my hip is also catching it too. And yeah, we definitely took some skin off of that. That's not pleasant. So clearly I'm a beginner at this. So the knee slide out of something backside is feeling really nice and easy. Definitely starting to trust that I have that option. don't think I really know how to properly knee slide out of something front side though. That's how I ended up sliding on my hip that other time. I don't know if that's something elbow pads are gonna help with, because then I could go down kind of backwards on all fours, but might see what I could do about playing around with that, because I think unlocking a knee slide out of something front side would make me feel much more confident with like boosting a super high front side carve or something like that. So it might look a little bit ridiculous, but it actually feels super helpful to just get the feeling of what does it feel like to knee slide out of different situations. So what I'm kind of figuring out there, and it feels super awkward still, is how do I knee slide out of something if I'm doing a front side carve, because that's what got me messed up the first time around. Also, starting to carve and float up pretty high on the backside carves over in the deep end. I could totally see how as that gets more and more comfortable, backside airing up and over the coping is just going to be like an extension of that big backside carve. So that's feeling super exciting. Now, frontside carves on the deep end, that's another story, but I am happy to be able to safely knee slide out of that. Now, what is feeling good in terms of frontside is carving frontside around this pocket where the quarter pipes are a little bit smaller in order to pump around and get speed for the deep end. That is feeling super good. So yeah, that front side pump around the corner there is sending me with a nice speed for the backside carve on the big side. We're getting up to the tiles on that pretty comfortably. And with the front side carves, yeah, I'm just trying to like trust the centripetal force or whatever. I don't feel comfortable to go too high, but I can see as I feel better and better about that, being able to take that front side carve a little bit higher on the deep end as well. Also, wow, I'm definitely not used to pumping around a bowl like this. That is quite the workout. The knee pads are feeling great though, feeling nice and comfortable. Really appreciate the option of being able to knee slide. It's opened up a whole new world. Like, to be honest, I feel like I have no right to do this, but I could just throw out a backside air on the deep end just because I feel like I could be able to comfortably bail that out. That feels absolutely insane. Also guys, as a relatively low to the ground skater, just going that fast is very uncomfortable. And I can feel my legs get shaky just going that fast. So it'll also be really cool to be comfortable going that fast in the bowl. And so I can like just feel more in control and less wobbly. I feel like that'll open a lot as well, because honestly, I feel like every time I drop into this bowl, I have jitter legs, and that's affecting my skating quite a bit. We're nearing the end here, guys. I'm definitely like thinking about dropping in on the deep end. That might be healthy for me for some reason. Don't know if I'm gonna do it, but I definitely think what I can do is drop in on the smaller vert. So over here in this bowl, this is not vert, feels like just a big quarter pipe. This is the deep end, definitely vert. And here we have like a little vert section. So let's drop into the little vert. That got my adrenaline going for sure. What I did was I did little drop in, little vert drop in, big drop in. It took me 3 cycles to just walk up and go do it. Definitely got my heart pumping, but that's a win for today. We're gonna call it I need water. See you guys.